Hello, welcome to my channel, Wing Spiritual Clarity. My name's Wendy Wing. I'm doing a psychic tarot reading for you, tuning in to the day's energies, seeing what divine messages of guidance come through. This is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest. All right, in the overall energy, 2 cards came out. We've got the Seven of Swords and the Ace of Pentacles coming out. Wow, that's an interesting combo. Page of Pentacles, or Ace of Pentacles, interesting. Ace of Pentacles is an opportunity, a new opportunity, a seed of potential. It's a seed, so you have to put it in the right soil, water it, tend to it, and grow it, but it is a new potential in the 3D. With the Seven of Swords coming out with it, Seven of Swords I see as a tactical card, often. Being mindful about who you talk to about this new opportunity. In the original imagery of the Seven of Swords, the person is sneaking behind enemy into their enemy encampments and under the cover of dark and stealing swords. Swords I see as upper chakras, communication, perspectives, beliefs. So there's something about this new opportunity. Feels like there's a need to keep it to yourself, a need to be tactical. Let's find out. Ooh, that's interesting. I called the Ace of Pentacles when it first came out Page, like Page of Pentacles. And now the Page of Pentacles came out in reverse. This is my card for someone with a rigid mindset, someone unable to see things differently. This is the way things are. That's the way it is. There's no expansion. There's just this rigid perspective and view of what life is, what their beliefs are. They're a full cup. They don't want to, or they can't see a different perspective. They're just really stuck from their perspective, from a perspective. So why is that coming up in regards to this Page of Pentacles? Ooh. Moon reverse. Something that's hidden is coming to light. Something from the subconscious, something hidden. There's something about the Seven of Swords and the Moon in reverse. Something's being revealed, something that was hidden. Confusing. Confusion. Okay. So what's this? Why is the Moon here? Why is the Page of Pentacles in reverse here with this new opportunity? So now I'm getting why there's some need to be tactical because of this other energy, the Page of Pentacles in reverse. Someone around you, someone in this situation that I'm tuned into, with a very rigid mindset, and something's coming to light. Something's being revealed that was hidden by this Page of Pentacles in reverse character. All right, now I'm curious. Who's the Page of Pentacles in reverse? So we've got trapped in reverse and intimacy in reverse. So this Page of Pentacles in reverse person is not stuck. Doesn't see options, unforgiveness. So forgiveness. I think at some point, why the trapped in reverse is showing it, I feel like you were trapped with this person at some, this feels like the past, moon energy, past. It feels like this person, you felt stuck with this person, that there were no options and there's no forgiveness. Now, no forgiveness does definitely ring true. Someone who's just stuck in a rigid mindset. This is it. There's no adaptability. There's no expansion. There's no seeing a bigger picture. And a lack of intimacy. No mutual respect, no unity, no closeness. I feel like you might have been felt trapped with this person at some point, but you're not any longer. Hope that helps. We'll keep clarifying. It's one of those readings where I get to figure it out. All right, detective. Okay, so there's a new opportunity, but there's a need to be tactical because of this very immature, rigid thinking person. Something that's hidden is coming to light. All right, let's keep going. In the hidden blessings, we have the Chariot in reverse. How is Chariot reverse feels like stuck, not moving, unable to make moves in the 3D. It's a fast-moving energy, but there's some blessing to being stuck. And the last time we talked about stuck was you're no longer stuck with this person, but there was some things fortunate, a stuckness. Why is the Chariot reverse a blessing, a hidden blessing? Ooh, look at the World card trying to come out. An end of a cycle of being stuck. Ooh, Kings. King of Swords in reverse. Death card reverse. Ace of Cups. King of Cups in reverse. I'm getting the stuck feeling more from the masculine energies in reverse. Someone's really stuck. Someone manipulative, mentally manipulative, emotionally immature, repeating cycles. Feels like that Ace of Cups feels more like your energy viewer in flow state. Getting kind of this mix. So I'm getting a story that there's a new seed, something, but there's a need for you to keep it to yourself, be tactical. There's an asterisk with that Page of Pentacles. Or why do I keep calling it Page? It's an Ace of Pentacles. There's something with that too. I get the feeling why I keep saying Page of Pentacles, and that's the other energy here. I get the feeling that this Page of Pentacles thinks that this Ace of Pentacles is theirs. That's why I keep kind of associating it with them. I think they perceive it as theirs. Seven of Swords is tactical, but also can be lying, cheating, stealing. Oh my gosh, drama. All right. Okay. What I'm seeing in the hidden blessing is it looks like you've been following your medicine of self-love, flow state. And I think this other person's been really stuck. They haven't been able to move on. Confirmation burp. They're really stuck, unable to move on. You're not stuck. Feels like you've moved on. But something that was hidden is really coming to light. There's a lot of that in the ethers right now. Astrologically, it's just a revealing time. Things that were hidden coming to light. So that's not surprising. But what I am getting is that this person repeating cycles is a hidden blessing for you. Feels like you've been able to flow away, get unstuck from this energy. This is someone who feels very entitled to what's yours, or like they don't understand boundaries, is kind of what I'm getting as the plot thickens. All right, let's see what you're leaving behind is divine feminine. Yeah, sacred feminine energy, the Empress. Why is the viewer no options, non-option? I don't know if this is your reading. Like, this is very split. There's this other person, the Page of Pentacles in reverse. They think that whatever this Ace of Pentacles is, it's theirs. They're very stuck, watching you from afar. When I look at this Ace of Cups, it feels like you're here, loving life, and they might be from afar, witnessing, but they're stuck. I don't think you're an option any longer. Look at me identifying you as the divine feminine. Empress energy. I think you've left them behind, this person, or you've left them behind, they left you behind. Someone, you're no longer an option for this person. That feels good. All right, moving on to the King of Wands. No. Yes. Jeez. Now there's a little bit of, I'll just keep writing with this. Okay, how to get the most of this reading, these energies, is the King of Wands. Now, this very well could be your energy, viewer. Look at that. I love the suit. Very secure, very confident, Dapper Dan type of energy. The halo around his head, his crown. Feels like you are taking action, feeling confident, going after what you desire. Maybe working on a business or your career and finance, cultivating that energy. Something very attractive about you. Looking sharp. Very attractive. Very capable. So how does the viewer get the most of this energy? High Priestess, Ten of Cups. All right. I feel you're very intuitive. You want to create happiness in your life. This is a great combination. The King of Wands is probably the most intuitive, masculine king energy, good at cultivating a business, taking action on desires. Feels like you've got an idea, unlimited potential of what you want, and to create heaven on earth. It's something up in your imagination, something you want that's up here, not on earth. But you've also got the skills, the energy to take what you desire, what you want, what you're picturing, your happiness, your heaven on earth. You've got the ability to make it happen by taking action in the 3D to bring it out of fantasy, out of imagining, and bring it into the 3D. Very capable. Feels like you have figured out how to take something from that imagining space and not just living in that imagining space and just kind of playing it out here, but figuring out what you want and then start taking action in the 3D so you can create that heaven on earth and not have to disassociate and go into fantasy to have that feeling and experience. Okay. Wow. What's supporting you is the Strength card in reverse. A lack of strength, a lack of courage, someone incredibly insecure. Very well. That sounds like this Page of Pentacles in reverse, very insecure. Lacking strength, lacking courage. They haven't learned how to tame their inner demons, their inner voice. All right, so what's supporting the viewer? Knight of Cups in reverse too. This feels like delusion and a false reality, where I was just talking about you being able to take something you imagine and bring it into this reality by action in the 3D. That's how you do that. This feels like this Page of Pentacles in reverse's energy. I think what's supporting you at this time is they lack the strength. Something's coming out. They're very stuck. And lack strength. Something's shifting. There's a rebalancing that I'm kind of feeling here in this reading. Something's coming out for you. A new opportunity. Tell me about this Ace of Pentacles. Almost said Page again. Ace of Pentacles and the Seven of Swords. What is that for the viewer? Main female in reverse. What would help the viewer understand what the Ace of Pentacles is? Oh my gosh, that's a lot. Short illness in reverse. Boy, this is half the deck. I don't know if this would help. Military, a journey reversed. Hope, big water. Living room, a meeting reversed. Main female reversed. Feels like something that has been a long journey is coming to an end, and to remain hopeful. This feels like something personal. If it's in a living room, it feels like it might be family. With someone that you don't meet eye to eye with any longer. Okay. How is the Strength in reverse? Fortune after difficulty. 10 of Swords in reverse. There was a painful ending with this person. The Page of Pentacles in reverse. Because of some type of delusion, lie. Oh, they're feeling really nervous. Really nervous because you're not trapped. Okay, I'm getting it. You're not trapped anymore. They can't influence you. There's no closeness. They don't have closeness. You feel very free from this Page of Pentacles in reverse. But something's coming out that's been hidden. It's around some type of, that pentacle feels like money or something substantial in the 3D that you might feel that this person stole from you, took from you, withheld from you. The hidden blessing is that you've moved on, followed your flow, your medicine, self-love. They feel very stuck, and that's a hidden blessing. Repeating cycles. They feel trapped. They feel trapped in a trap that they try to set you in, but you got unstuck. You're no longer an option for this person. It feels like they can't touch you. They can't affect you. They can't manipulate you. You are somewhere else, bringing your heaven down to reality, creating a new life, something that you really enjoy, where you're feeling confident, you're standing out. This person, it feels like they created some type of ending that you weren't supposed to get unstuck from. You were supposed to be trapped so they could discard you but keep you close to manipulate you, because this person feels very entitled to what's yours. Like there's no boundaries. They don't understand boundaries at all. Very entitled. I feel some anger about that, so you might feel some sort of way. There's something, this person is very insecure right now because a false illusion that they told about you. This person feels very comfortable. They feel like they own you. I'm just from their perspective, that they feel entitled to what's yours. They don't recognize boundaries, that you're separate. They created some very painful ending to keep you trapped and stuck, but still have access to you, but it did not work. You've moved on. I feel like that wasn't part of their plan. And they feel very nervous and insecure because of something or a lot of things that they said, because they feel very comfortable manipulating your emotions and the narrative around you. Very deceptive person. Very manipulative. Conniving. Really. I don't think they perceive themselves the way I'm describing them. They are just stuck in a rigid mindset that this is the world. This is, and I'm entitled to this, I'm entitled to that, and this is my perspective. And yeah. All right. What to be mindful of is the Eight of Swords. An inability to see, a limiting perspective that keeps someone stuck. I can't move, there's nothing I can do, but it's mental. It's some type of block, belief that there's someone stuck. Let's see who, excuse me, my goodness. Let's see who this Eight of Swords belongs to. Looks like a parrot on the swords. All right. Kind of like a cage. This Eight of Swords, just trapped by their own mental limitations. Six of Wands in reverse, Queen of Wands with their back turned. I feel like you are the king and queen of wands. You're following your highest excitement, taking action to create what you want in your life. You have the access to unlimited potential. Feels like you have a great dream. Rapunzel, or what was it? The Disney Rapunzel, where they're all in the bar. I had a dream. I had a dream. Kind of came up. Feels like you are very balanced in your masculine and feminine energies. This person, boy, so many things. They didn't appreciate you when they had access to you. They manipulated and tried to keep you, contain you, keep you stuck, manipulate your emotions. And now it feels like you got unstuck and you want nothing to do with them. They're stuck. They're stuck in like a trap they set for you. You've turned your back. They're very confused. And there's something about a public humiliation. Feels like this person wanted you publicly humiliated. Wanted you unable to see. Yeah. This is someone who's a player. Very inconsistent. Looking for the next shiny object. Oh, did they find, I don't have a threes. That I'm getting this with the player energy inconsistent. This feels like someone stuck in kind of Peter Pan energy, just want to have fun and want to come take Wendy, you know, if you're the Wendy in the story, to Neverland, to a false reality. So you labor while Peter Pan gets to flit around the islands. There's something coming through around that. What an interesting reading. I don't feel like I got to why this is coming up. I'm going to do an extended reading. But this feels unsatisfying, and I don't want you to feel like the truth is in the extended. Let me see if we can... why is this coming up? Let's get a new deck. Why is this coming up now? Why am I seeing this? What's... Four of Cups. It feels like you've lost the taste. You're not interested in this person. Yeah. Right. For all the reasons I explained, describing this energy, it seems wise to not be interested in anything this person has to offer. Who's offering the Ace of Pentacles? Oh, Queen of Wands. That's your energy. The Ace of Pentacles is yours. It's something of yours in the 3D, something physical. I think this person stole it. Seven of Swords. I don't see anything legal. No, you know, I was in the Kipper deck and nothing legal came out. So I don't think you have proof or something. Someone's not coming in and offering you a pentacle. It's your pentacle, your seed. It's like you are planting seeds right now. You're creating your happiness on earth, following your highest excitement. It feels like you're building seed. You're growing something. And probably keeping it to yourself because maybe this person, yeah, 9 of Wands, a need to protect your energy. Okay, got it. Why this is coming up is you have this new something you're growing, something you are creating, bringing out of fantasy, out of imagination, and taking action, following your highest excitement and bringing it into reality. Not just living in the fantasy and disassociating and going there, but how can I make this reality? What actions can I feel like you're doing it. You're taking the actions required to cultivate and create this. And there's a need to keep it secret or just be mindful. Because this person just feels very entitled, very manipulative. I don't feel like you're I don't see anything about them coming in. All I'm seeing is they feel very trapped in what they meant to trap you in. You're no longer an option for them. You're protected, very protected from this person. Well, at least that feels better. So, whew, thank you so much for... Some of the times these readings are more discovery and not as flowy. Thank you so much for your patience while I've been, if you're still here, you made it. You did it. Thank you for letting me work that out. Now I feel comfortable doing an extended reading. Now that I've got the gist of what this reading's about, why it's coming up. So in the extended, if you're interested, if this has been resonating, I'm going to look at health, relationships, creativity, new opportunities, and career and finance. So I'll see you over there on Patreon. If not, have a great rest of your day. Thank you again for your patience.